Ladies and gents, welcome to another video. Let me first start by apologizing if you hear water dripping in the background. My air conditioning is broken again, and I don't have the money to fix it. So we'll have to put up with it for a while, and even if I did have the money, it would take some time to get it fixed. Especially because of how busy the tradespeople are in Singapore, and there aren't that many to begin with. So for that, I apologize. I've put on some rain ASMR, so that might help with the situation. Anyway, some of you may have seen me conquer the Heroic Frost Escalation. I'll be doing so again live, so you will be able to see the combat showcase to prove that this build works. For now, let me show you how it is constructed. Death Blossoms will be your weapon of choice. You might say, why aren't you using something fire-based? Good. But this is better. Death Blossoms with Galvanized Cell, Pulse Cell. Special will be Reaper's Dance, Mod, Momentum Blades. Scarn's Malice will be your Bond. Okay. Bastion Omnicell. Scarn's Defiance Lantern with Etheric Attunement Cell. Nasher Cap, Strategist Cell, very important. Tenacious Shadow, Cunning Cell. The Chrono Grips with a Parasitic Cell, very important. And last but not least, your Volcanic Treads with a Galvanized Cell. What does this build give you overall? Let me go through the perks. Cunning, plus 6. 10% increased critical strike chance, 30% increased critical strike damage, very useful. Galvanized, increased critical strike chance for every 50 shields. And, excuse me, 15% increased critical strike damage. Pulse, every 5th hit is a guaranteed critical strike. This is also useful for timing your Reaper's Dance. I'll show you how to do that in the combat showcase. Tenacious, bonus damage for your current health. Etheric Attunement, faster lantern cooldowns. Parasitic to delay damage and give you back some health if necessary. Strategist increases your shields after dodging an attack. With chain blades, you should be able to dodge very easily. Last but not least, your weighted strikes is just coming from the Scarn's Malice, so you can't replace that. Okay, the strategy with this build is simple. You will be going in, striking creatures hard, building up your shields, and when they're down, you use your shields with the Bastion jump and then restore them again. It's a very simple process. Frost Escalation, 51 to 90. I know that yesterday was bugged. It was 40 to 80 for some people, myself included. And I've decided to conquer both to prove that it will be that easy. I did it live on stream yesterday, but obviously I don't film when I'm live, so here. I will do it again. I'll replicate it again. No tonics will be used. And I'll challenge myself not to use a cleansing pylon either. Okay. After each set, I will confirm that I've brought in a Blitz Tonic, Frenzy Tonic, Cleansing Pylon. And I'll confirm that they are not used after each instance. Now, for those of you that don't want to see the combat showcase, feel free to like, share, and subscribe right here. You can also drop a tip via the link in the description of the video. If you want additional ways you can support me, you can send super thanks on YouTube. You can purchase merchandise from my store. Alright, links are all in the video description. And if you want to help me fix my air conditioning and make better content, well, any tips that you can send are very much appreciated. They not only keep me fed, but keep this content running, since it is my only income right now. But enough of such dour talk. Let me show you how a warrior who will enter Valhalla fights. For the solo, I always choose Avatar of Destruction. 15% more critical rate, very important. And every crit will help reduce your frostbite. First creature is a Rezakiri. Nothing fantastic or difficult. Now this fight might take a little bit more time than expected. Why? Because Rezakiris are annoying. Okay, that beam was nowhere near me and still it hit me. Okay, great. We've got to love Dauntless targeting sometimes. What is wrong with this? You know what? I can't believe this. What is going on here? Did you guys see that? That I cannot somehow hook the Rezakiri? Oh, whatever. After you get 10 stacks on your thing, make sure you utilize it well. I use my Bastion freely to deal a little extra damage, which is good. If I do end up taking more, usually it's okay. Because what will happen is that I will just get it all back anyway. Once something like the Terra status effect procs, it's all good. Basically, just try and time your pulse with every single Reaper's Dance. And if you encounter something like the Rezakiri, it may take a little longer to fight it, but it's not, as you can see, it's not dangerous in any way. Just patiently bide your time. It's little you can do anyway. There we go. Now that all this unpleasantness is done with, you can just head over here, grab whatever amp it is. Destructive control is good. I tried to take wow, they really haven't fixed that. I try to take whatever amp enhances my avatar usually. Excuse me. But usually if there isn't anything, I'll just take whatever's available. Sometimes your amps in the Frost Escalation can be pretty bad. Okay. See Shrowd and Kabarak. Usually I'll go for Kabarak first. Reason being the Kabarak is annoying to deal with, especially with its invisibility, fast attacks. It is a pain in the hole. But if you have to attack Shrowd, go ahead. Your biggest problem is only going to be the corruption. Mostly. If you do die, don't worry, don't sweat it too much. Just be very careful, because getting swarmed here is going to be a problem. And as you can see, fighting something like the Kabarak, which is extra annoying, not good for your health either. So you may not want to waste your Bastion too early. If you really have to use your Reaper's Dance, don't wait too long, because otherwise you'll just be wasting DPS. But it is very annoying to fight both these creatures at once. So again, the key is do not panic. If you have to strike a different creature, go ahead. But be very, very careful. Because if it should happen that you really need it, right? What you should do, head over here, grab this. Once you get the chance to knock down the Kabarak, it'll be a fairly simple process. But until such time, you may have difficulties. Again, it's not a difficult creature to fight. The problem stems mostly from the fact that it is fast, annoying, and hard to get a hold of. After you defeat the Kabarak being one of the most annoying combinations. And by the way, this is the first time I've ever encountered both the Shrowd and the Rezakiri. Extremely annoying creatures to fight in the Heroic. But hey, if I couldn't even accomplish this handicap, I wouldn't be worthy of showing you one of the worst scenarios encounterable, yes? Believe me, once you deal with the Kabarak, you're okay. Yes! There we go. Now, the fun truly begins. You had a good time, didn't you, Shrowd? You absolute piece of shit. Come here. Come. Let me show you how a true Norseman fights now that it's no longer an unfair situation. Your pitifully weak strength. Has your vaunted strength gone, Shrowd? Are you no longer strong? Come, what are you waiting for? Are you no longer powerful? Once it goes back to a one-on-one, there we go. Nice and easy. So again, we've cleared it, and I will happily show you. No tonics, pylons, nothing used, not even a potion. I don't do this just to show off or anything like that, no. I do this because it's important. If you don't, then, you know, how can I show people that it's easy to deal with these situations? Of course, getting the maximum rating might be difficult if you encounter such a mobile group of enemies, but that's a part of, you know, how it is. That's just part and parcel of what we do. You have to face your enemies head on, regardless of what you encounter. Anyway, we should be able to very easily get to the level we need. Now, against a single opponent, of course, your your Bastion ability is very, very useful and very, very easy to utilize. Make good use of your Strategist cells as well to consistently regain shields. If you do take a hit occasionally, don't mind it too much. If you do take a hit or two, it's still okay. Make the best use of your shields and such to dish out incredible damage to the Pangar. As you can see, when the creatures are alone, it's not much threat, so you can just carry on whacking them. Sacrificing your shields properly can be very useful. And that is how you will get the high escalation ratings you need in order to hit your target with ease. Okay, next. Shield sphere will do. Getting to easily put up a shield or have more shields is always good, because that's additional crit rate. Now, for the sake of time, you should move as quickly as you can. There we go. Don't know what I'll be encountering on the next one. Should be easy. Should Rage Tail, Nash, and Scan. Both are fairly difficult creatures, but the Scan needs to die first, to be fair. Actually, they're both such threats that whoever I kill first doesn't really matter. But if I can, I'm probably going to focus on the rock boy. Why? Because he's more annoying. At this rate, I'll probably end up like being able to fight them both at the same time. Okay. So again, when you're dealing with somebody as annoying as the Skarn, use whatever you have at your disposal to fight him. He's not a difficult creature, but this is where the mobility of the chain blades comes in very handy. And this is where I like to abuse my particular powers, and the shield sphere becomes extra handy here. Why? Because I'm not only dodging, I'm gaining extra shields. And as I gain extra shields, it gives me the opportunity to use Bastion more often. Oh dear, they're really not giving me a break here, are they? That's okay though. That is exactly what I expected. And now the Skarn is dead, so all that leaves us is the Nasher. Okay, deal with the Nasher in much the same way. Ignore its stupidity. And just hit him hard where you can. Again, feel free to utilize your Bastion when you know you can get a stagger. Or in a similarly good situation. Okay, it's almost dead. And if you want to, just heal up off it, like that. Okay. Alright. You've killed the Ragetail, Nasher, and the Skarn. Still haven't used a single tonic or pylon. And now you go off to fight the Urska. Level 90 escalation level, as you can see. No bullshit here, ladies and gents. No bullshit here. Just combat technique. Pure, unadulterated combat technique. Works well. Da 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 da. Remember, if anyone tells you that this is not the strongest build in the world, this is what I use to solo heroic escalations, regardless of circumstance. Keep in mind that the Urska fight is no easy matter. If you ever feel like you've got issues survival wise, just hide in the razor warmth for a little while and you should be able to overcome most things. That is if you don't want to use pylon, but honestly if you're having trouble, use a pylon. You know? For me, I'm doing this because how else can I prove to you that this build is amongst the best? No, I do not have a choice. Now, it won't always do an AoE when it drops down, so don't panic too hard. Shit, I keep missing the chances to do my big drops because the way the Urska is such an awkward cat. If you ever feel like it and you hop on him, just go ahead and whack. Once you eventually run out of stamina, just be a bit careful, that's all. That's what I would do anyway. It's a bit harder to use Bastion to make full-on use of the Bastion stuff, but that's only because the Urska is a tougher creature in general. Also, I should have been able to evade that, but that was annoying. As and when it goes up, make sure you store your weapons because, yeah, that's gonna have to happen, and you're gonna have to dodge literally through it. So, ah, shit. Wrong move. Perfect. Now, where you can, do try and hit the mark if that's the boon you get, or whatever. There'll be others, but it doesn't matter what you get as your final boon. Just the best way to stave off frostbite is just to make use of the braziers where you can, unless you want to use a consumable. It's up to you. Like I said again, I do these no tonic runs to challenge myself. You don't actually have to do them in this way. You can feel free to use tonics and therefore lose your opportunity of entering Valhalla. Oh, he's dead. Okay, well, I didn't get to do a final slam, but there you go. Alright, the Urska fight took about 7 minutes, but as you can see, the other fights were not that intense. It is not difficult to beat the Frost Escalation solo and to get Escalation level 90, even without using a single tonic, consumable, stim, or whatever. It's not difficult. The Urska, however, is a dick, so you do want to be careful of that. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Of course, drop a tip by the link in the description of the video. You want to help me fix my air conditioning, you want to help me live, you know, do all that shenanigans. It's dripping with water again. Oh my god. Sorry about that. Anyway, you have to deal with it for a while. Once again, thank you very much if you decide to do that. You can also send super thanks on YouTube or buy some merch if you feel like it. Thank you very much for enjoying all this. Here is the tipper scene. Thank you to August's top tippers: Bravo7910, Idget751, Breachinata, Gussie Marie, Sean, Lewis Grave, FNX Killer 43, Arshalis, Guardzy, Limitsuki PC, and Zabi Uzumaki. Thank you all for dropping tips this month. I appreciate you. Sarangeyo. I'll see you on the next video, guys.